2, 1, go.
Alright, trucks are all empty. That's the old oil. Time to put in the new oil. Fronts and run 40, rears and run 50. That's what I just decided to do. Alright, what is up guys? I'm back. The mail just came in today. I got this sweet body from J Concepts. It's the 1990 Chevy extended cab pickup truck, which fits perfectly. Like, I'm glad I picked this body because this body is probably perfect for this truck. Still a little more adjusting to do with the pillars, but where I got sitting is really close. Alright, and what also came in the mail? I got the carburetor, finally. Which, the old carburetor is just a pain in the ass. The screws were just stripped and stuck, and I just didn't feel like dealing with it. So I just bought a whole new one. And also got a whole entire air filter kit too, just because, you know, I wanted to freshen everything up as the old one was all torn up and crappy. And I didn't even have a complete foam, I only had the inside foam. As you saw from the last video, I just put some packaging foam over it. And I guess it worked. So, it worked. But now I actually can finally seal it and do it correctly. So, there we go. Anyway, so here are the decals. Which are pretty nice. Very detailed. I gotta say, I love these Run It Racing decals that come in it. And also the, you know, the classic Firestorm tires. You know I love Firestorm tires. I'm sure you do too. Also, the body comes with window masks, so you don't have to deal with, you know, making your own and completely screwing up because your razor blade's not sharp enough. Also ordered these Traxxas decals, just because, you know, I don't know, maybe Firestorm's not good enough for me, so, yeah. And also I got the A-Main ones, because A-Main is so nice to give me some. That's my second cheat already, so, pretty sweet. Alright, so I cut out the body. Everything came out good except for this tiny little piece right here. Actually, it's not that tiny. It's almost the width of my finger. It's the width of my pinky, actually. And, yeah, so I was going across my knife, scribing it to pull off the window. And, you know, I just pushed a little too hard. The body flexed in and zoop. And, yeah, it happens. I'm not too mad about this. Believe it or not, I actually did it on the trophy truck body as well, too. You just can't see it, because it's not as big as this. But I think the paint will maybe fill it in. But, yeah, whatever. As long as the crack doesn't spread, I'm fine with it, you know, being there, I guess. Even though it is kind of bugging me the further back I look, because now I'm really seeing it. I got the body all stanced. Everything's lowered to where it should be. The cooling head is nice and exposed now, so it can do its job and cool. I have the windows cut out, so, you know, airflow can get in, and so I don't have to cut out the windshield. And there'll be enough airflow where, you know, everything will circulate and do its job. Alright, so this thing's now ready to run. The LST is almost complete. Obviously, the body needs to be painted. And also, I still have to paint the exhaust, too. Because I did strip the paint off, but it took me probably like 3 days to do all of this, and the bottom's also completely stripped too. And I just didn't feel like, you know, putting in the rest of the work. So I'm gonna just get some, you know, header paint or engine block paint and just paint it. So that's what I'm just gonna do. I would like to have it polished so it match, you know, my nice little polished cooling head, and you could say the chrome shocks too. But I'm gonna just leave it black and stock. So alright, so a recap of everything I've done so far with the Losi. I got a new body, obviously, you can see it. The cooling head, I polished it. I sanded it down so all the scratch marks from the accident were pretty much almost gone. You can see a little bit there. Yeah, I had new fuel line and new line going into the gas tank to pressurize it. I have new gasket in the leading from the header into the pipe and also on the block too. I also filled up the front shocks with 50 weight oil and the rear with 40 weight, so suspension is a lot better than when I got it. And also it was low too, so it did need the shocks done already, so did the shocks. And obviously replaced the dreaded carburetor. Now that's gone, should run smooth now. Also got a new air filter because did need one. The old one was kind of crusty, and also I didn't have the outside foam. Also, I cleaned up the wiring a little bit. I tucked it in the receiver box and also ran it down under the chassis more and had it tucked under the chassis. I have it mostly tucked in this frame rail, kind of looped around each other, right next to the battery. But it works out because it's away from the drive shaft enough where it won't get tangled. And also in here, the wires looked like it could get tangled in the servos. So now that's all cleaned out. Yeah, so I'm pretty much done with this. Everything mechanically is done. I just gotta paint the body and do decals. See how it is. See if I still have to tune the carb linkages and everything, because I took everything apart. See if full throttle works properly. See if it comes back and idles. All that stuff, so. Hope that comes good, because I've worked pretty hard on this to get this thing running up again. So yeah, here we go. Alright everyone, so I got the body, put the window masks on, also did my own masks for design. I was going to just do a little light blue and a dark blue stripe. Tinted the windows. Alright, so that's the paint and details as well. I also bought these big Losi racing decals. Yeah, so his body isn't anything professional, but came out pretty good for what I threw into it. So also gotta remember to be safe. So I added this little caution sticker, you know, just because, you know, this is a cooling head, which means it gets hot, so gotta watch out for that. Kind of bugs me. Not sure how you feel about it. Kind of does for me, because I was expecting something a lot better. But because I wanted this to go from thin to, you know, build up thick, but then it just looks like I just slapped tape right there, which is what I did pretty much. Originally I had it just the one line, which looked pretty good, but I decided to try and get a step further, which it did not work. But I mean, I'm still happy with everything else. From further back, you know, it looks great. So the LST's back. Got it tuned up pretty good. The engine compression's pretty low on it, so it's not very consistent, unfortunately. And power's not really there also, but it's still pretty fun, and it does still have some kick to it, so this engine's not done yet. The body looks pretty sweet right here. Here's the body all finished up, covered in snow and water, whatnot. Toolbox with a bunch of, you know, random stickers on it. KYRC painted. Pretty sweet. Then the special guest, the Nitro Slash, just joined us today. And we'll pretty much beat the LST in every single race. So that'll be pretty sweet to see. There we go. Got the mini monster truck with us. Alright, so it looks like we've got a problem. There's a scratch in the fuel line, which air is getting in, not allowing it to prime, unfortunately. So yeah, we're gonna have to replace that. So
Is it noise complaints?
yeah. All right, here we go. We're starting up the LST.
Oh,
Got my trusty screwdriver with us, because that's all it runs off of. I don't have the original rotor start, unfortunately. All right, here we go. Then yeah, unfortunately, exhaust has seen better days. Yep. It's ready. First scratches on the brand new body. Dang.
What if you went coming up this way? I wonder if it clipped the curb. Teach me, Miguel.
Alright, so thanks for watching, everybody. The LST is back and it's running better than ever. Which today, I'm actually going to leave this engine in it for a while because I'm actually pretty confident it doesn't really need a rebuild for a while. So, and I gotta say, I fixed this thing up pretty good. The only thing left is the exhaust pipe to change out, which I ordered one online, so it'll be coming soon. And the one I ordered's used because I'm cheap. Yeah, so yeah, suspension's dialed in on this thing. Tires are pretty good. I still haven't tried out the other spares, which I heard they're pretty good. I'd run it for a bit longer, but it got dark on us pretty quick. And yeah, no lights on this thing, not yet. I think there's an open channel. If not, I'll just tie it in somewhere, and maybe I can get some lights on it. Maybe just hook up a a battery to a light and get some lights on this baby. So yeah, like I say again, thanks for watching. Obviously, your views help our channel, and this thing's pretty much made me broke, unfortunately. And the trophy truck. The trophy truck more has made me broke because I've already invested over like $800 in it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Next video, we'll probably get the nitro slash run again. Fuel line popped and won't run anymore, so that's unfortunate. We gotta pick up some line because I bought line for this and just didn't have extra. So I hope this inspires you to get your nitros running again, because this thing is sweet. Nitros are sweet. Conclusion.
Alright, hey YNRC, you have a good one. And I'm gonna fire this up for you, and you fire it up in the bathroom. Alright?